Well, good morning, friends. It is Wednesday. I just got a shower. Wanted to make sure I got a shower before any storms might strike today. My towel's falling off my head. Yeah, they're calling for more storms today, but I think the most severe risk is way south of us. And from everything the meteorologists have said, if it stays gloomy, because it's been gloomy, and colder, then the risk of severe stuff is a lot lower. So I keep praying all day for it to be gloomy. Most people pray for sunshine. I'm praying for gloom and clouds. Let's see what else is going on. Olivia is not having school again today, and tomorrow is iffy because they're still out of power at the school. They said probably 9 o'clock tonight at the earliest they will get power back, and so I don't know if they'll have classes tomorrow. Today is actually my birthday, but I don't want to celebrate it today. I wouldn't be able to enjoy it, and it's too stressful, and I'm not going to be able to relax until tomorrow when all these storm risks are past. So we're going to probably celebrate on Saturday. That way Olivia can take her time cooking my birthday meal and everything like that. I have received quite a few cards and well wishes from you all already, and I will share those with you in next week's videos. After my birthday, I'll share all of my birthday surprises with you guys and thank you guys properly. But I'm just not in the frame of mind to do that today. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to actually vlog today. We don't have a whole lot that we have to do. We're basically just kind of watching the skies. There is a little bit I need to get done downstairs. There's one laundry basket that still has stuff in it. Olivia got all the other laundry baskets emptied for me yesterday. So we got to get that one laundry basket emptied, and I bought a frame for the picture that broke. I had one picture that fell off the wall and the glass broke, but the picture is fine. So I'm going to put that in its new frame. And other than that, I don't think I'm really going to do a whole lot today. I'm kind of sick of cleaning, and there's nothing like pressing that has to be done. So yeah, so let me go ahead and take you downstairs. I will show you the changes that Olivia made in her little apartment area, and we will get that stuff boxed up. So this is how Olivia's little apartment area is looking. They brought her bed frame down. Her headboard is still up in her room, but it doesn't need to come down here. And she's just kind of got all of her little precious things out so that it looks more like her room, a little more cozy. She's got her college flag up there. She put all of her clothes down there. I didn't have much down under there anyways, so that was a good spot for them. And yeah, she's not going to want to go back up into her room when things get fixed. She said the only thing that she wishes was different is that she could have this room kind of more closed off, because she's not used to such open space, and it freaks her out a little bit in the evenings. But I do think that eventually she will get used to it. So this is the new frame I bought for the picture. This is the picture that broke. I'm going to keep the wooden frame part of it because it's still sturdy. It's could be used for something else. And I'm going to keep the matting from it as well. I went ahead and got just a regular 8x10 frame so that I could just put that picture in without any matting in it. I don't know, was ready for something different, for it to look different. And I'm not hanging this back upstairs until all of the repair work is done. There's no need to do that. I don't want it to fall and get broken again. So let me get that picture in the frame and I'll show you what it looks like. So there it is. I like it. I like this frame. It's hard to tell in this light. It looks kind of gray, but it's actually a greenish color. Well, good morning, friends. It is Thursday. Sitting here with my cup of coffee again with you guys. Gonna have a little chat. We came through the storms last night with no problems whatsoever. I am so thankful. I can't even begin to tell you how nervous and afraid I was all day yesterday, because they had been talking about this storm system and how it was going to be so much worse than it was Sunday. And you all know what happened to us on Sunday. And now, to top it all off, we have tarps on the roof that can catch the wind. And if they catch the wind just right, what's going to happen? And I was very scared. And in that last clip you just saw of me sorting through that stuff in the basket, I literally did not leave the basement except to go to the bathroom from that point on till 11 o'clock last night. 11 o'clock is when all of the tornado watches in our area expired. And I knew the storm had passed. The storm hit us around 9 o'clock, I think. Might have been 8 o'clock. I don't remember. But, and there were no storms after it. So I think it was 9 o'clock, between 8:30 and 9 when the storm hit. And I knew, like my mind, I knew there were no more storms behind that storm. But in my heart, I'm like, I don't want to go back upstairs until 11, until all the warnings and watches are expired. So that's what I did. Now, about soon after, I think 9 o'clock, about 9 o'clock, Scott went to bed, and he did go to work today. I think this will be his first full day since Sunday. Yeah, because he stayed home Monday. He went in half a day Tuesday, stayed home yesterday. So he's going to work today, and he'll go to work tomorrow, Lord willing. And we didn't receive any more damage. Our power stayed on. It flickered a few times, but it stayed on. And we have pretty blue skies this morning, so I'm so thankful. During the worst of the storm, our phones go off whenever there's a tornado warning. And so our phones started going off, and I just broke down into tears because that was what happened on Sunday. Our phones went off, a few minutes later, the tree hit our house. And so when it was like I don't know, an automatic reaction to the sound of our phones going off, that I just, and it was not fun, but we made it through it. And Travis ran upstairs and got Bo, because our indoor-outdoor dog, he was in the entryway. On Sunday, we didn't have time to get him to the basement. It just hit so fast. But as soon as our phones went off, I said, go get Bo. So Bo weighs about 50 pounds, and when you pick him up, he makes himself dead weight. So he was very heavy, and I knew Travis was the only one, and Scott were the only ones that could even begin to manage that dog. And he is a very good dog, but he's very stubborn and he's very sheepish. And he'd never gone up and down our basement stairs before, and I knew he would not go down those stairs on his own. So Travis had to pick him up and carry him down those basement stairs. Now, we put him in a separate room from our other dogs because Percy is such a spaz that I don't know how Bo would respond to being like literally face to face with him. Now, they see him all the time through the baby gate that we have across our entry, but they've never had nothing separating them. So we put Bo in a separate room. And once Travis got Bo downstairs, and all of my family was downstairs, and all the dogs were downstairs, and Olivia's bird is downstairs, I was able to relax a little bit, even though the thunder was just booming outside. But then once it was past and 11 o'clock got here, I came up and I went to bed, and I slept pretty good last night. Now, a town about 26 miles, I think. I don't know exactly. I think it's around 26 miles east of us. That same tornado warning, the storm, the system that warning was in, that we were in, actually had a funnel touch down, and was a really small town, and a lot of damage happened. A lot of semis were knocked over on the highway. Several homes were damaged. I don't know to what extent. And I think I read, I'm not sure, but I think I read that there was one fatality. I know on Sunday there were 5 fatalities in our area. I haven't heard anything else about fatalities in Indiana from yesterday. So I just feel super, super grateful for the Lord's protection for us. He knew I couldn't handle one more thing. And so even though the power was out for a lot of the family, our church family members, a lot of their power went out last night, our power stayed on. And I'm very, very, very thankful for that. And I was messaging with my stepdaughter this morning, and she was just checking in to see if we were okay. And she reminded me of a song by a Christian artist group called Casting Crowns. It's called Praise You in the Storm. And so I found the lyrics, and I want to read the chorus to you because it's so applicable to what's going on with me and so many others in the area. And this is just the chorus. If you want to hear the whole song, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. Just search Praise You in This Storm by Casting Crowns. I wrote it down here so I can't look at the camera and read at the same time. So here's the chorus. And I'll praise you in this storm, and I will lift my hands, for you are who you are, no matter where I am. And every tear I've cried, you hold in your hand. You never left my side. And though my heart is torn, I will praise you in this storm. That's what I've said from the very, very beginning. It's like all I can do is praise him for his protection. Praise him for no loss of life in this household, not even our rabbit, whose hutch was touched by the tree, who Olivia came very close to being very badly hurt or even killed, to even all of my belongings. Like, yes, our house is broken. It's going to be a long process to get it fixed. But all of my belongings were spared, and it's a miracle. No one will convince me otherwise that it was anything other than a miracle. So I give him all the praise for that. And I hope that through this experience, it will just make me trust him even more. And that I also pray that through my experience, that you all will be blessed as well. And isn't that what we're on this earth for? To praise the Lord, to share his story, and to bless other people. That's what we're here for. So anyway, today I am going to try to just get back to a normal routine as much as I can. Olivia is still out of school, although I do think she's got one online class or one FaceTime or whatever, however they do it, class today at 12:30. She probably will not have classes tomorrow either, but hopefully by Monday her routine will be back to normal again. So I'm going to go ahead, and I have not read my Bible. I have not done my devotions since Sunday. And so I really need to get back into that. I need to get caught up on my reading. I'm going to finish this cup of coffee, and then I'll pick you back up when I'm ready to do the next thing. It's getting close to lunchtime, and Olivia has that FaceTime class in a little while. She's outside doing chores, and she asked if I could make some chicken salad while she's out so she could eat before she has to do her FaceTime class. So I just have 1 can of chicken that I drained and rinsed, and to it I'm going to add 2 packs of these nuts and seeds and dried fruit. They're not salted. And they add a nice crunch. And then I've got some onion here that I diced up a couple days ago. I'm just going to throw it all in there. She and I both like lots of onion. And a lot of times I'll put like grapes and stuff in, but I don't have any, so it's going to have to suffice. And then I'm going to put a little bit of pepper. I'm not going to add any salt because the chicken is salted. And if we need to add salt later, we can. And then I love to add Nigella seeds. If you've never tried Nigella seeds, they're really good. And they have like an oniony flavor, and they add a nice crunch. So, and then I'm just going to dress it with some mayonnaise. And there we go. All done. Plenty for her and I both to have for lunch. I'll probably put mine on a low-carb wrap and maybe have a few potato chips on the side. I don't know, but that's what we're going to have for lunch today. Olivia had said to me that if she does not have school or classes tomorrow, she would like to go thrifting. And I don't blame her. We need, get away from this situation, get out of the house for a while. Although I did just go thrifting last week, and you saw that thrift haul on Friday. I may not buy much of anything. There is a project I have in mind that I want to start collecting supplies for, and I'll be looking for things that I need for that at thrift stores. So if we go thrifting, that the haul or the footage or whatever I end up doing will be on Wednesday's video. But speaking of my thrift haul on Friday, I had told you that I would style those pieces and show you how I styled them. while I did that, I filmed all of that. I was going to share it with you on Wednesday's video, but as you know, our plans got drastically changed. But I still have all that footage and I want to share it with you. Many of the pieces are still where I placed them. Some of them are not for obvious reasons, but I'm going to go ahead and insert that footage here, and then I'm going to get busy cleaning this house. This is the piece that I already had that I got thrifting a while ago. And then this is the piece I just got. And I'm going to use some of this brass cleaner on it. I've never used this stuff before. You're supposed to just rub it on and then rub it off. So let's see what happens. I'll start with this one. These are the big salt and pepper shakers that I already had. And I'm going to style them with the tiny and the tinier set that I just bought. So yesterday I took everything off of this top shelf because all the trees that need to come down are right out there, and if another one was to fall, it would take out this half of the house. And this had all of my dogs, Pepper, Lucy, and Sally, my little doxies that have passed away. I had all their ashes and their memorial stuff up there, and those were things that would be absolutely devastating to me if I were to lose them. So I moved them. They're down in the basement now, and until we get all those trees down, I am not bringing them back up here. So in the meantime, I'm just going to put a few things up there just so it doesn't look quite so bare, but things that doesn't, you know, if something were to happen, I would be sad, but I wouldn't be devastated. You know what I mean? So I'm going to dust it really good. I mean, some of this dust was already here, let's be honest. But a lot of this dust is from the insulation falling. That blow-in insulation is nice because it's not fiberglass, but what would have been nice if it was fiberglass is all in one sheet and it's contained by paper, and it would not have made as much dust, I don't think. There might have been some like drywall dust, but it would have been easier to clean it up. But you would have been dealing with fiberglass. So, you know, either way, it's not a great thing that our insulation fell. That our house has a big old hole in it now. So anyway, at this point, there's no point in getting angry or upset or anything about what happened, because it is what it is. It happened and we're moving on. There'll be a lot of content for you guys when we start the process of getting things fixed. So there's a positive, you know, you gotta look for the silver lining and everything, right? All right, that's all I'm gonna put up there for now. This lamp was actually in Olivia's room. We had to move her vanity out here, and this was really the only place we could put it. And that lamp was sitting on her vanity. And here's another lamp that she had in her room that I'll plug in just so we have more light in here. Might as well put it to use, right? But Olivia got almost all of her stuff out of her room. Her headboard is still in there. Oh, look at all the insulation on that shade. Her headboard is still in there. It's too big and bulky to try to move downstairs, and it can just stay in there until the repair people need us to move it. And she has some things in her closet. She got all of her clothes out of the closet, but there's some boxes of just stuff, like all of her paint supplies and yarn and, you know, crafting supplies and stuff that are still in her room are in that closet. But I really don't want her going back in there. It's just, I think it's just too dangerous. Here's our electric heater that we had to bring up and use. We did turn the fireplace on yesterday, but Scott said it should be all right as long as there's somebody. Oh my goodness, there's dust all over these discs. As long as we don't leave it unattended, because this insulation keeps falling. Let me show you. I mean, just little bits by little bits, but this wasn't here yesterday. It fell sometime during the night, and you can just see little particles of it everywhere, and it's incredibly flammable. So if it were to fall down on an open flame in our fireplace, could be very bad, especially if a large amount of debris fell, a large amount of insulation fell. It could really be a bad thing. So, but it was quite chilly yesterday, so we left it burning while we were home, and somebody was upstairs. When we went downstairs during the tornado warning, we shut it all the way off so that it would not come back on. That's like the last thing we'd need on top of everything else is for our house to burn down. Oy. So, anyway, oh my goodness, I don't know how insulation got all the way, look what I just did. All the way over here. Scott already sucked a lot of this off of here from with the shop vac, but obviously he didn't get it all. My eyes have been itching so bad since Sunday, and it's got to be this stuff in the air. We've had the air purifiers going for like 2 days straight. We just had them running up here. But anyway, so that's the type of stuff I'm going to be doing today, is trying to get things dusted. Our ceiling fan, I mean, it was kind of dusty before, but it's even worse now. So I'm going to get those dusted off. Then I'm going to sweep the floor again, and I want to mop in here. I need to mop in here as well. I don't really want to run my robot vacuum right now because I don't want her to get screwed up. There's just so much dust. I don't want her to have to, work too hard. So I'm just going to do it by hand. All right, friends, that's all I got for today. I hope this video wasn't too boring, but I'm just trying to get my life back to normal, and we're kind of picking up the pieces here, continuing to clean up messes. I just got done sweeping and mopping, as you saw, and I still see insulation on the floor. So there's insulation particles on the furniture, and it's just everywhere, and it will be until we can get this place fixed. Scott is planning after the insurance adjuster comes on Sunday and looks over and does whatever they do and takes pictures or whatever, he's going to put some plastic. Let me show you. He's going to put some plastic over that and cover it just to keep the insulation from continuing to fall. Like little particles of it falls all the time. And because you can see there's like, I don't know, look at all that. How many inches thick is that? Quite thick. So anyway, he's going to do that, and then hopefully there won't be so much little bits of particles of not fiberglass. Why do I keep calling it fiberglass? Insulation floating all over the place. So anyway, that should make keeping the house clean a little bit easier, so I'm looking forward to that. I will definitely keep you guys posted on the progress of things, and just stay tuned to my channel, and you will see all of the updates of when the tree service comes to take the trees down, to when the roofers come, and to the people that fix the inside of the house, and then when I go back to redecorating everything. So anyway, friends, thank you so much for all of your comments on my video from Wednesday. I have read them all, and I'm planning today, when I go down to edit this video, I plan to comment back and answer back to all of those comments. You guys are the best people in the whole world for supporting me and being my friends, and I just love you guys a bunch. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and we will talk to you on Wednesday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye, friends.